All right, welcome back to the channel. It is Monday afternoon, January 7th, 2019. Today's video is going to be called The Breeze. Um, what that is, for those of you that don't know, that is a new station. May have come to town and, in your market, wherever you live. We're in the South Jersey, Philadelphia market here. It's a station, I believe they're owned by iHeartRadio, which for those of you that aren't aware, that's a type of format that you can stream through your phones, or you can actually do it from a computer too. And with iHeartRadio, you can actually put in a specific artist, and then they'll play similar songs or even songs from that artist from time to time. Very similar to like Pandora Radio, so to speak. But anyhow, The Breeze is, this station's been around. My coworker and I started listening to it about a month or two ago. We're back and forth between that one and the Classic Hits station and the Classic Rock station. It's, basically, and what it comes down to from day to day with us when we're working in a warehouse is what station is the least annoying as far as the repetitious overplaying of the same artists and the same songs. And, I guess The Breeze didn't want to disappoint us. They want to be just like every other radio station on the dial, I guess. I'm hearing a lot of the same artists and same songs every day. They seem to like the band Air Supply. They play their songs a lot. Whitney Houston, another one. Adele, another one. I mean, the other day, Tom and I were listening at work while we were doing our work in the warehouse, and the Unchained Melody was playing. Great Righteous Brothers song from 1965. And that song gets done. The next thing I know, was it Rolling in the Deep or whatever that hell that song is that Adele sings. I forget what the hell it's called. You guys know what I'm talking about. But it's alright. I don't listen to newer music. I would consider her a newer artist, But then they go back, and then there's that, wonderful overplayed Journey song, Don't Stop Believing. Oh, excuse me, Don't Stop Believing. Because I'm sure there'll be some smartass out there that's going to have to correct me. That song was okay the first time, the 10th time, and the 1000th time, but, after 30-some years of listening to it, I'm kind of over it. And I'm more into the pre-Steve Perry era of Journey. Taking a listen to the album Look Into the Future, that's one you guys ought to check out. That's a really good album. Mr. Raleigh was a good singer. Still is a damn good singer. Anyhow, back to this. What I don't think FM radio stations get, these program directors don't get. It could be one station or the other station, and it don't even matter. I mean, I'm sure that I know people that listen to rap music, and they say their stations are doing the exact same thing. It's the same shit over and over and over again. What's going to happen is initially you will have your audience that's going to listen to it, but eventually over time, even with the newer stations, if new singles aren't released, people are going to grow bored with it, and they're going to figure out another medium to get their music. Like, for instance, as far as I'm concerned, with politics and my news, you try to turn on the news, these so-called 24-hour news networks. You got the Democrat channel, the Republican channel, this channel. They don't really have a format. They just hate the president. So whatever. So to hell with all that stuff. I get my news from alternative sources now. I don't even bother with them stinking channels anymore. I like to watch TV to be entertained. Going back to the radio, I listen to the radio to be entertained and to hear songs that I like, rock songs and songs with a good message, fun songs, fun driving songs when you're out in the car with a good upbeat tempo. Some of them, the gas pedal gets a little lighter than others. I'm sure you guys know some of those songs. Anyhow, back to my point though. If all you do as a program director is try to capture as many people ages 25 to 54 years old as you can, you tend to be all over the map with your format, and that's going to drive people like me away because I'm a non-conforming person and I don't want to hear Adele. I want to hear some classic rock. I like deep cuts, deep tracks. You guys, if you like music, you should check out that other channel on here that I've started looking at, and I'm subscribed to it. I love it. Guys calls his channel Sea of Tranquility. Really good channel. Highly recommend it. He's excellent. He likes a lot of progressive rock from the 70s. He does reviews. He does question and answer. And he's reviewed a lot of some of my favorite artists and their albums and their track listings. I recently saw where he went through the band Triumph's discography, which is really good. They are one of my favorite Canadian rock bands of all time. They're right up there, as far as I'm concerned, right up there with Rush. Their catalog is not as large, but, they come out there and they just kicked ass. And they made some really good stuff. And yeah, I'd like to hear more stuff like that on the radio. I could tell you one other thing I'd like to hear. You turn the radio on, you're on a classic rock station, you hear, you hear that Paul McCartney. Maybe I'm Amazed. That live version. I want to hear the studio version of that. I want to hear Triumph. I want to hear more Rush. I'm about David Bowie'd out. I'm about Journey'd out. Oh, and by the way, to the classic rock stations out there, if your program director ever sees this, Ramblin' Man is not the only song the Allman Brothers ever did. Sweet Home Alabama is not the only Lynyrd Skynyrd song. Don't Stop Believin' is not the only song that Journey ever did. And to the Breeze, there are more artists in the world besides Adele, Whitney Houston, and Air Supply. So I would like to find a station that's not stuck on Prince and David Bowie and Queen all day, since the radio's pretty much kind of made me start to resent Queen. No, I did not see that Bohemian Rhapsody movie. I have no desire to listen to Queen's music ever again in my life, and I'm sad to say that because at one time Bohemian Rhapsody was one of my favorite songs. And, that they always had, I thought, in my opinion, a tremendous catalog of just wonderful music, but it's been so overplayed that it wouldn't bother me. I'm one of those guys, if I heard Another One Bites the Dust once a year, if I heard, Bohemian Rhapsody once a year, I'd be fine. But you know what? I hear them sometimes twice and three times a day, and it's just too much. Same thing with Led Zeppelin. They play them over and over again. Pink Floyd, they do a lot. Just give some of these other artists a chance. And stop playing the same stuff over and over and over again. Because I'm sorry, but, program directors, your research and your data is wrong. You're not going to get more listeners unless, those people are interested in you spoon-feeding the same shit to them on a daily basis. I'm sorry to have to be so blunt, but that's kind of how it is. I don't want to hear that stuff over and over again. So, in closing, because we're at 10 minutes on this video now, and I don't want to be here all day doing this. There's other videos I'd like to make, other things I want to do. To the breeze, broaden your format. Don't be one of these stations like the others that just plays the same stuff over and over and over again, or you're going to just wind up being another lost card in the shuffle. And on that note, we're going to call that one a video. If you like more videos like this and you're just tuning in for the first time, hit the subscribe, hit the like. The more the merrier here at this channel. It's going to be computer videos, car videos, blog type videos, music stuff, related stuff. I don't have the knowledge of some of the other guys on here, some of the collectors and some of the people that have actually worked in radio, but Sea of Tranquility guy, he's a lot more knowledgeable of music than I am. But I know what it's like to be a lover of music and have a pretty nice collection myself, and I love to talk about that stuff. So, feel free to join in the conversation whenever you want. Come on back and see videos like this, and we'll see you in the next video. You all have a goodie, and we'll see you next time.